Hi, Days fans. It's Wednesday, January 19th, and we are going to discuss this crazy news of J. Kenneth Johnson and Shelley Hennig.
And Mark Hopka.
Well, yes, but the new news, there's the other two, are now leaving in addition to Mark.
Yes.
And, I don't even know what Days is planning to do about this. I mean, I have a feeling that since J. Kenneth Johnson and Shelley Hennig chose to leave, that perhaps they gave a certain amount of notice. I would assume that in a soap opera, this type of production, that they would have to give more than 2 weeks notice when they're going to quit.
Right.
They film so far in advance. I just wonder what they're going to do with the storyline. This is one of my favorite storylines, and I'm sad.
They got to recast. I mean, they can't lose 3 characters. The Days gene pool can't handle the loss.
The age group can't handle it. And I wanted to mention, Days, I kept saying there's no way they could recast 3 people, but Young and the Restless has done that recently. They've done that when they wanted to age a certain group. Like, they wanted to age some of their high schoolers, so they aged. There were 2 high schoolers that were cousins that spent a lot of time together, and they aged them both. Or not cousins, I guess it was more like one of those nephew, they're the same age, but they're really aunt and nephew or whatever. But it just seems like, how are they going to recast 3? So if you guys have any news on that front, are they recasting or are they writing them off? Melanie is all gung-ho that she's going to raise this baby herself, but at the same time she's kind of laying the groundwork that she might forgive.
She's going to lose it. She might forgive Philip, but she's gonna lose this baby. She is too young to have a baby.
Sammy had a baby.
No, I'm not saying in general. I'm just saying she is. Her character. I don't buy it. Although it would be good for her career to have a baby. Does that normally help your career? I mean, that solidifies your position. They don't get rid of you when you have a baby very often.
Claire and Val and Sean did.
Yeah, that's true.
It depends. It solidifies you, but it also, obviously Sammy is what people consider the sweetheart of Days, the leading role, and she's got 4 kids, so certainly not hurting her any. But she held only one of those for the majority of her time on Days. But she had Will pretty close into... she started on Days at 16 or something, and she had Will, within the first couple of years that she was on the show.
Yeah, Will is well into his teens before she had any other babies.
Right.
Yeah, she probably marched into that office. I want to have a baby.
Well, it was
good for her career.
When her first pregnancy, her first Alison Sweeney's first pregnancy, they didn't write it in, but they did for the second one. And I just thought, I wonder why they chose to do that. Maybe they couldn't think of anything else to do to get rid of her or something, because, I thought it was odd to have Sydney so close after having those twins. Now she's got all these kids running around. I think that's why they aged them all, because it was just getting too cumbersome. But yeah, this is crazy news. I'm sad because some of these people we felt like we got really close to, and just, it's sad news.
So, for the record, they decided to leave, and we don't know what happened with Mark. We're still waiting to hear the official. We have lots of rumors.
Well, no, what Mark said was, on a chat he did on Daytime Royalty or something, was that he asked the writers, I believe this is what he said, that he asked the writers, please give me something better to work with, that I can work my trade.
Or release me. And he hoped, he prayed that they were going to do the first. And I think in some kind of... Now, he didn't say this is my own words. I am thinking that they're trying to make a statement that we're in charge and we're not having the actors tell us what to do. And so they got rid of him. Now... Why did he want to come back on then after the fact? That's what I don't understand.
Well, I think he was hoping that the writers would get the message that they made the wrong choice and not just bring him back, but bring him back and give him better stuff.
Okay.
Now, I was talking to my mom about this yesterday.
Is she a big Mark Hopka fan?
Well, I think she likes all the people that have been nice to us, because she's my mother. She thinks Melanie Burnett is just the most wonderful person on the face of the earth.
She is. She is. We think so too. Molly's like our little sister. Her much younger sister.
She's my niece since I'm Dr. Jonas's brother.
But she was saying that she didn't understand why Mark Kopka was upset. I hope she's not going to be mad I'm saying this. But she didn't, not that she didn't understand, but she thought he had a really good storyline.
Yeah, I did too. And it's even getting better.
Yeah.
You know who's not upset? One of our viewers, Nathan. He's a major Chloe fan. You got to see a lot of Chloe yesterday.
No, but he might have liked seeing that, but I don't think he's happy that his opportunity for Chloe is gone forever.
Oh, but is he a Chloe fan or is he a Chloe fan first?
He's a Chloe fan first, but I borderline had to get on a plane to Seattle yesterday to make sure Nathan was, or not yesterday, whenever the news came out that J. Kenneth Johnson was leaving. I worried our little Nathan shouldn't be alone when he got that news.
Chloe is like wasting away to nothing. She's recovered quickly from her pregnancy weight. That's
yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
not going to eat
My
for
God.
the rest of the month.
She is a twig, that one.
My God. It did not, no matter how much weight she loses, it doesn't seem to come from her bust at all. I want to know how, I don't want you guys to think I'm obsessed with cleavage or anything. I'm just envious.
That's her thing. Even Melanie said her assets.
That's the second time Melanie's made a joke about that. Because remember over the summer, whatever, she's like, her and those big eyes. But, yeah, that was pretty awesome when he woke up and threw her off the couch. She's like, ow! Like, it looked for a second there that she might have had a chance if Melanie hadn't busted in. I'm not writing off a Dan Lowe reunion.
Oh, I'm not.
Dan Lowe.
And you're not writing off of Melanie and
No, because
Philip.
she's already telling Maggie, oh, should I forgive him? And Maggie's not saying anything.
And Daniel, she went over to Daniel's and told him, and he cried. He'd had enough, that man.
Well, maybe he's crying because he's going to be a grandpa. I mean, I think I'd
No,
be
that
pretty
wasn't
emotional.
Yeah. So
I
he
think
lost
he's like thinking like, oh my God, my little girl's gonna have a baby, which is like this major event, and it's not in happy times. Her husband's cheated on her, she's left him. He just had a baby, so this guy's gonna have 2 babies that are, less than a year apart. When did that baby get here? Was it October, November?
Parker? Oh God, I don't know.
I'm trying to do my pregnancy math here.
Pregnancy soap math? What do you gotta put your month through a time warp? Although they stick pretty close to the 9 months.
They're doing better.
So was there some? Oh, Brady and Nicole. She went crawling back to Brady, and he's like, "Get out! You deserve to be alone."
I was
miserable wretch.
I kind of hoped that she was going to kidnap Sydney again, because when she said to Sydney she wasn't going to ever let her out of her life again, I'm like, oh yes, they're all alone in the mansion. Sammy needs her off at the hospital doing God knows what, and with fighting over Johnny and all that. This would be the perfect time for her to scoop that little girl up. I thought it would be a week before Sammy or EJ even noticed Sydney was gone.
Yeah, but they got to concentrate on destroying Rafe's reputation. Which, they're not going to kill him. That would be boring.
No, they already started. This is how he's going to do this. I know, because...
They should bring up Emily. My God, they buried that card.
Oh, yeah, please.
And I asked Galen Guerin about it, and he's like, I hope that comes out.
I really hope they bring Emily out of the closet. Who could they pick to play Emily? Maybe,
How can you marry someone and not know the answer to that question that Sammy has asked him, and he's... always said, mind your own business, Sammy. It's not just, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, and then they just stopped. We didn't even get to hear the rest of that.
All right, I'll marry you, even though you have this huge secret that you're not telling me.
She is not the type to let that go, either.
No.
Like, I'm the type to mind my own business. JD's cell phone rings. I tell him it's ringing. It's a number I don't recognize, and I don't think about it anymore. Sammy would be like... calling the freaking phone company. Who's this phone registered to?
She'd be on phonedetective.com or whatever.
I think it's best not to pry. What I don't know won't hurt me. Speaking of which, I got some bracelets from Christian Alfonso's Hope, Faith, Miracles. And they actually say Hope, Faith, Miracles. I bought 3 of them. Wait, you guys see these because I love them so much. Wait.
I know, it's confusing. I
put a picture of it on my other blog. I'm going to have to take them off. They're so pretty.
So each one of them, I'm not getting paid to do this. Each one of them has a little charm. This one says miracles. There you go. And they're so cute, and I got 3 of them because that's what Christian Alfonso had on her site. She also had a blue one, too. Just, so you know.
Did you see those in the jail scene or something?
No, but KDR told me that she had to, like, she begged Ken Corday or somebody, Gary Tomlin, I don't know who, to let her keep her earrings on in those jail scenes.
Oh, God.
There was some interview about that, KDR said.
Christian Alfonso begged to have the earrings on during the jail scenes.
I don't know. KDR, tell us in the comments what you told me. I don't remember exactly.
Why don't they just have, like, wine and caviar in the jail scenes with a TV and a
Stop.
laptop and a cell phone?
I don't want you teasing Christian Alfonso because I'm hoping that somehow she'll know that I'm wearing her jewelry in here and we'll get a chance to talk to her because we've never met you, Christian Alfonso, and we've met everyone else, and we really, really, really want to meet you.
We have no evidence that she's even
alive.
Like
Stefano
not a
could
robot.
have you in some freaking dungeon and they could just let you out to do your scenes.
She could be a animatronic soap star and we wouldn't even know because we've never seen her.
Ken Corday could have her locked away in the mountains for all we know.
We've been to, what, like 6 or 7
but
days events?
She has events for her jewelry, and I want to know how you find out about those, because I went on her site. I would go to one of your jewelry events, Christian, and I would probably buy a lot of stuff.
Well, when we start our jewelry blog, then we can cover that. But
we're going to start a jewelry blog?
No, when?
Do I get to buy a lot of jewelry?
Well, they get to send you a lot of jewelry so you can review it.
Screw days, yay! Okay, anyhow, back to the show.
You like jewelry more than Days of Our Lives? Say
I
it.
plead the fifth.
Okay.
Jewelry I get to wear all day long. Days is just one itty bitty 40-minute.
So we got to see Casey Diedrich briefly again.
Oh yeah.
Not really sure. They're just trying to warm him up.
My mom asked about him too.
For a Demira, and
yeah, when
Gabby brought up the obvious. He's your nephew.
Yes.
Or not Gabby, Will, I guess.
But when he went and brought Johnny that frog.
Oh yeah, that was a major stepping stone to
it was so cute. And then Johnny
the
said,
reunification.
Who are you? And I was hoping he'd say your uncle.
And what did he say?
He said, I'm Chet. Or no.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I always have to make sure I'm saying the right Chad or Casey.
Yeah, Melanie Molly. I get those confused.
And Carly Crystal.
Yeah.
No more having actors that have the same letter, unless it's like Austin Peck. Austin. I can handle that. Or Sharon Case on a...
And then you've got the crossover, Ari and Ariane.
Oh, yeah. Thank God they fired her. I loved her.
Oh, my God.
I loved her, but that was driving me crazy. No, I'm sorry, Lizzie Hartley. We miss you dearly, but I'm glad I'm not screwing up your name anymore.
Some people have speculated that her husband might be the new Philip, although I doubt that.
Well, that's what KDR wants, but you know what? If I don't... Well, you
He's prime time.
She landed... but there's some loyalty issues to your spouse, but she landed on her feet. She's on that other soap. And they already got a portmanteau for her new couple. I don't remember what it is. What is she on? All My Children now?
Oh, God, I don't know.
All right, we're going on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to see what Stefano and EJ are planning to do to Rafe. I think they're planning the card where they act like angels, and then Rafe will be more and more suspicious, and then Sammy will always have to defend EJ to Rafe, and she'll get sick of it, and she'll be like, why do you have to be so negative, and rain on my parade, everything's going well, and he'll bury himself.
Alrighty.
The couple that watches Days Together.
Stays together.